You're listening to Strathroy Rockets Hockey.
One shot, that one scores! What a shot from Wood! It towards the net, scores! Cody Clark ties the game with 22.7 to go! He tries to work his way towards the net, finds his shot, scores! Across and the shot, scores! And that one goes wide, Chase out front, scores!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the Sarnia Arena here on Broad Street. It's another night of Strathroy Rockets hockey here on this Thursday as we head to the Border City, and the Rockets get set to take on the Sarnia Legionnaires. Noah Smith, Eldon Dunseith on the call for this one. And Eldon, we get to see two teams that, well, they're fairly familiar with each other, having played each other last game.
Yeah, just this past Saturday, Sarnia with the win in Strathroy at the West Middlesex Memorial Centre. They pulled out a 3-2 victory with 2 goals in the third period in what I would call a spirited third period after 2 kind of humdrum periods. But we'll see how that carries over into tonight, if it carries over into tonight.
We're running down to the last, now 9 games or so in the regular season. The playoff picture is kind of starting to come together, but at the same time, it is very wide open in the Western Conference. We look at the teams from about 3 to 8, and there's a lot of movement that could still happen in the last few weeks and month of this regular season.
Absolutely there is. St. Mary's has clinched a playoff spot, as has LaSalle, the 3 and 4 seeds currently. But LaSalle is within striking distance of St. Mary's. And then you look at Chatham following up and Strathroy right behind them in 5 and 6. And again, there's movement there potentially. And then the 7-8 spots, only 1 point separate Kamoka from Sarnia. So who knows how that's all going to finish. I don't see anybody moving more than 1 spot from where they maybe currently are, falling 1 or moving up by 1. But absolutely, none of the matchups currently are remotely close to being set.
There's nothing that is set in stone right now in the Western Conference. It's looking like London's going to come away with the Western Conference title. Once again, Leamington and London, they're not going to move from the top 1-2. That's about the only thing that we can say for sure, is that those teams won't move from the 1-2 spot. Aside from that, a lot can happen in the final month of the regular season. Some teams, they've got 8 games left. Some teams, they have 11. So a lot of points to make up as well. As for the Rockets, we talked about it and have been talking about it for what seems like weeks now. It's looking like it's going to be either St. Mary's or LaSalle. But that can change. We don't know. And it's going to be really exciting to see where this goes down the final 8 games, 9 games of the regular season.
Well, Strathroy does kind of hold their own future in their hands with the game tonight against Sarnia, a team that, I will say it, they should have won that game on Saturday night. Lost the 2-1 lead after 2 and ended up losing that game. Plus, they still have 2 games against the St. Thomas Stars. So between tonight and those 2 games, I would really like to think they're going to win at least 2 of those. So they really kind of hold their own fate in their hands with the final 9 games, including tonight.
We'll see what happens tonight as the Rockets and Legionnaires get set to do battle for the second straight game for these 2 clubs. The Rockets will be changing up their starting goaltender tonight after going with Josh Diamond on Saturday. Zion Michelli will get to start in goal for Strathroy. DeConning will go in net for Sarnia. We'll get to see him once again here, this time on the road at the Sarnia Arena.
Nolan DeConning was the reason that game was only 2-1 for the Rockets after 2 periods. He was stellar in goal for the Legionnaires.
We've talked about it a lot over the course of this season. The third period has not been kind to the Strathroy Rockets this season. It is by far their worst period. They get scored on in the third period far more than they do in the first and the second, and it's really something that they need to try and figure out down the stretch heading into the playoffs.
Well, and as we talked about it when we were getting set up here, the goals for versus goals against in the first period, pretty much a wash. Second period, not far off. But in that third period, not only do they give up more goals than they do in either the first or second, they score a lot less as well. So they really do tend to not play as well in the third period. We've seen a couple games this year where multi-goal leads have gone by the wayside and turned into losses. And as I mentioned, just this past Saturday against this Legionnaires team, they led 2-1 after 2, gave up 2 goals in the third period and lost.
They're going to have to be better in the third period down this stretch for sure. The special teams has been something that has really kind of changed for the Rockets in the second half of the regular season. They've gotten a lot better on the penalty kill. The power play is still not where I think they'd like it to be. Some things to work out there. But we talked about it a lot in the last couple of broadcasts. The Rockets have been coming along there, and it's looking good heading into the playoffs.
Heading after about the first 2 months of the season, they were ranked in the 20s in the 2016 GOJHL in both power play and penalty kill. And they are now middle of the pack, 14th on the power play and 13th on the penalty kill. So the deeper into the season you get, the harder it is to move that needle. But they've done a good job. They had a good run over the holidays between Christmas and into the new year. And you're going to need a solid power play, and you're going to need to be able to kill penalties come playoff time.
You talked about it a few times. You want that penalty kill and power play when added up to get over that 100 mark.
Yep.
The Rockets are very close to that, and I think that's something that heading into the playoff, they'd like to see it get there and continue playing well on the penalty kill especially.
98.9 if you add them together, where they sit coming into tonight. If you can combine your special teams percentages and be at 100 or better, to me, you're doing pretty well. Now, Sarnia, great power play, 6th in the entire GOJHL, 22.7, but they have the worst penalty kill in the entire league, 73%. So you add the two together, they're not as good as Strathroy. As I said, these are winnable games for the Rockets. They should have won on Saturday night, or at the very least got a point out of that, I would like to think. And tonight, again, 2 points that they maybe not desperately need, but I'd like to see them play as if they desperately need them.
Absolutely. Down the stretch, you're going to see a lot of that from this Rockets hockey club, trying to come away with points any way they can in some games that really, they don't have an overly tough schedule in the last 9 games. If you look at how they've played against some of these teams, you got 2 games against St. Thomas, who you're 4-0 against this year. You got Sarnia tonight, who you've played well in some games and in other games not as great. And then a couple other teams. London one more time. You've had a little bit of success, but it's going to be a tough game on Saturday night. St. Mary's you fared fairly well against, and then I think we see LaSalle and Chatham each once more as well. So some games down the stretch that the Rockets can certainly look at and say, hey, we need to get some points in some of these games.
Including tonight's game, they have 9 left. So, as you said, 4-0 against the Stars. I won't assume they'll go 2-0 in the final games against them, but I'd like to think they would. Tonight is a very winnable game. They've played well against Sarnia all year long. London, they're playing them at home. They beat the Nationals at home the last time they played on that solid run that they had. But as I said, their fate is in their own hands. If they want to finish in 5th and catch the Maroons, it's within their own control to do that.
The Rockets, a couple scratches out of the lineup tonight. Kieran Jenny, Adrian Franklin, and Brendan Spezial. And we mentioned it, Zion Michelli will get the start in goal. As for the Sarnia Legionnaires, with Drayton Todorov out of the lineup tonight, and the starting goaltender as well, Nolan DeConning. This Legionnaires team, Nolan DeGerst has been really good for them so far this year. He actually got into the Sarnia Sting lineup as well the day after the Legionnaires beat Strathroy on Saturday night, scoring a goal for the Sarnia Sting on Sunday. So he's one guy we got to watch for today.
Well, I haven't seen the Legionnaires play anyone this season apart from the Rockets, and DeGerst has been a Rocket killer. 2 and 3 points, it seems, every time they play.
We will take it down now to ice level, as it looks like they're going to be doing some on-ice presentations, and then shortly to follow, it'll be the national anthems and then puck drop here from Sarnia. So the anthem's complete and ready for puck drop here in Sarnia. It's the Legionnaires and it's the Rockets looking to try and get themselves both the win and try to climb the standings in this Western Conference. Good evening and welcome inside. Eldon Dunseith alongside myself, Noah Smith, as the Rockets look to try and end a little bit of a losing skid and get back into the win column.
They're going to need a 60-minute effort tonight if they're going to want to get the 2 points, despite the fact that they are 6 points ahead of Sarnia in the standings. 2 points not won tonight will really start to tighten things up, as we talked about before the anthem. So full 60-minute effort tonight is going to be huge. Points are, as I said, I want to see them play as if they desperately need these 2 points.
Out to start this game for the Rockets. Up front, Dentino, Babenko, and Rizzo. On the back end, it's Poirier and Mucci. As mentioned, Zion Michelli will be in between the pipes for this game here as we are almost underway. The Rockets wearing their white road uniforms coming from our end towards the Legionnaires' end, situated here in the corner of the Rockets' end. Puck down and we are underway as it's cleared up to center and off a stick. Knocked down with the glove there to try and knock it away was Toby Rizzo. Breaking into the Rockets zone here already. The Rockets, the Gerst shot. That one goes off a shin pad and over the glass. Barraclough now out front, shot on goal. That one goes off the post. And the Rockets look to try and clear here as they do, and they get it up to Babenko. Now he comes over to Rizzo. Rizzo into the offensive zone, looking to try and shovel it on goal there. And DeConning just going to cover this one up. Our first whistle, 32 seconds in.
Rough first shift for the Rockets as Josh Barraclough picks up a loose puck in the Rockets zone. Shot beats Michelli but hits the goal post to his right and out the other side.
Legionnaires with the first chance in this one. That one going off the inside post. Now in the Sarnia zone, they look to clear off the half wall there. Able to get it up to the blue line but not out as it's kept in. Now puck on the opposite side. Barrio tried to shovel that one away. He can't. And the Legionnaires back out to center. Peru on defense, able to play this one over to Burns, who looks for a pass from his own blue line, gets this one over, and now Kilby into the offensive zone. Kilby, long shot thrown on there, knocked aside by DeConning. Now up against the wall, he takes a hit. Back on defense here, this one rimmed around the boards. They're on the half wall, they're going to pick this one up. Getting it up to Barraclough, that one gets just past him and down the ice, so he'll go for icing as Morningstar unable to get a stick on it, and it'll go back down into the Sarnia zone.
Morningstar giving his head a shake there. I think he was a little upset with himself that he didn't make contact with that puck. But as you said, we have a face-off to the left of DeConning in the Sarnia zone.
Face-off, this one tied up and won back by the Legionnaires, who take it out from their own zone. Able to get it up to the blue line where it's picked up and carried for a little bit by Daniel Aspro. Now Aspro into the offensive zone. Will go right on the right side. Tries to throw it on goal. That one off the pad of DeConning. And it's going to be picked up and cleared by the Legionnaires back into the Strathroy zone. Chasing this one down. Prue, and it'll go for icing as Pierre unable to beat it to the red line.
Carson Pierre blew by Spencer Prue on his way to try and get that puck. If this was the OHL, it would have waved it off. But as soon as the puck crosses the goal line in the GOJHL, icing is signaled.
So another face-off here in the Sarnia zone off to the left side of DeConning. Legionnaires getting a last-second change in here.
Nope, maybe not.
And it looks like they're going to send the Legionnaires captain Sko back to the bench.
We saw a little bit of this in Strathroy back on Saturday night where the Rockets had 2 players sent back. Last change, yes, but in the mind of the official, took too long to make the change.
So back out on the ice there with Slaggers. Off the face-off here. This one knocked away. Aspro unable to keep it in. TDD pass here as Hall comes across to Freifogel. Now Freifogel taking a big hit here, but the Rockets a step ahead of the play and offside.
Interesting how you see that. You think you've got the last change and you take just a little too long.
Face-off in the neutral zone. Now back into the Strathroy zone. Hall's going to give this one across to Freifogel. He looks for a pass, throws it up the boards there, and knocked away. Good move here. Pierre works his way in, looking for a pass out front. Couldn't find de Blasio. De Blasio now knocking it away, gets it up to the blue line. Now keeping this one alive, shovels it below the goal line, rimmed all the way around the boards. Freifogel moves this one up ahead. Now Aspro takes a hit, but Freifogel picks it up and comes through center. Freifogel into the offensive zone, looking to throw a shot on goal. That one goes wide. Bounces bad out front, but it was knocked away by DeConning. Now cycling it around in the corner. There to pick it up. Trying to knock this one away. Perry gets it back behind the goal, throwing a hit here, but he's not going to have a match there against the 6'5" Sko. Now he's going to clear this one up and all the way down the ice. Another icing against the Legionnaires with 17:32 to go in the first.
Not to say that 6'5" is cheating somebody, but Ben Sko is actually 6'7". Either way, very large human being who does a great job clearing the front of the net.
Face off, one back, now up to the point. Bourrier is going to play this one over. Looking towards the goal. Good chance out front there. Still sitting there. Comes all the way up to the point. Mucci looking to throw this one on goal. Goes off into the corner. Trying to knock it away. Bouncing puck. Mayers down there on his backhand. It's going to get up to the blue line, but kept in. Good defensive play. Looking for a shot. He's got a man right on him. Goes off into the corner. Puck sitting off to the right side of the coning. In the Sarnia zone, Mayers walks it up to the point. Mucci now. Mucci shot thrown on. Rebound comes back out from bouncing around, scores! The puck was sitting out front, and the Rockets will strike first just over 3 minutes into this one. It's 1-0.
DeConing gave up the rebound. I think he kind of lost his way there in the crease, and they buried that rebound. Good shift there for the Rockets. Take a 1-0 lead. Something that I think was the plan coming in here, was to make sure that they scored first.
Saturday night at the West Middlesex Memorial Center, the Rockets struck first on an early power play. This time it's at even strength, but nonetheless they have the 1-0 lead here on the road. Clerk going to dump this one in to the right corner. Now he's going to throw a big hit against Dittmer, who goes down into the boards. That'll get an applaud from the Rockets bench. Now back behind the net, Kilby. Kilby looking to try and get this one away. There to go pick it up in the corner. Walking out on his backhand, Barrio plays that one back down low. Clerk to pick it up. Clerk taken down, gets back up to his feet. Puck stays in at the hash marks. Now to try and play this one away, picking it back up in his own zone and looking to play it up. Long pass. This one knocked down by the glove of Kilby. Kilby, pass over. Clerk has it go off his stick. Clerk up to the point. There to go get it, and it's going to be coming offside here. And the faceoff will go in the neutral zone right at center of the Sarnia bench.
The return of Riley Wood opens the scoring for the Rockets.
And the Rockets with that early lead. Playing from out in front now. Face-off one back by the Legionnaires. Now the pass comes up, knocked away. Trying to get this one. Kilby throws a hit at the penalty box. Now it's going to be picked up by Burns, who throws it off the boards and down the ice. No one there for Strathroy, and it'll go for an icing call.
They have missed Wood. Wood has done a great job, especially on the power play. Been a real part of the resurgence of the Rockets' power play over the middle third of the season.
Face-off is off to the left side of Michelli. Thrown on goal, and that one was blocked and up high into the netting. A good chance for the Legionnaires right off the draw. And now the Rockets will use that to get a line change. And bring this lineup that started the game out there. Ravenko on the face-off. This one back. Now trying to get this one through over to Burns. Burns from his own zone. That pass gets up to Rizzo. Knocks that one off his stick. But then it's turned over. Now in front of the Strathroy bench. Played in there by Dentino. Back behind the Sarnia goal. Flipped up into the neutrals there. There to get it, Burns. Burns trying to get this one away. He's knocked over. Now into the Strathroy zone, trying to muscle his way and get past Crew. Was Cameron Ware. Out front to Ware. He tries to throw that one on. Stopped. Michelli makes another pad save. Rebound out front, banging away at it. And this will be covered up by Michelli, but not before some more shoves, as Burns didn't like the extra hack there from Ware.
Ware definitely a physical presence in front of the net on the offensive side. Couple of chances in tight there, along with Ferreira. Michelli finally able to cover up the puck after making two in tight saves.
Another defensive zone face-off here for the Rockets. Once again off to the glove side of Michelli. It's one back. Freifogel going to rim this one around the boards, get it up, and Rizzo going to try and chip this one ahead. Babenko there to knock it, and he can't get it past. Now he does into the Sarnia zone. Babenko there to play this one and make a good move to get around the offense playing through. Babenko now keeps this one alive, works it down low. Rizzo tries to go over. In the corner, Dentino pass. Rizzo looking for a shot in the slot there. Couldn't get it off, and it's going to be played out to the neutral zone. Hale Hall from center ice dumping this one into the opposite corner. In the Sarnia zone, rimmed off the boards. D-to-D pass as they look to work their way out. Now on his backhand, Going back in his own zone, running into a man there, but able to get it past and in up forward into the offensive zone, staying on side here. DeGurst looking, that one pad save. DeGurst tried to get a tip on that shot. It was stopped by Michelli. Now chipping that one past. Pass comes over, carrying it into the offensive zone, looking for a shot wide on the left side. Just going to carry it down low as his line mates go for a change. It's going to be stripped and brought back up the ice here by the Legionnaires. DeGurst, he comes in, trying to go wide, throws it off the boards. Letang in the corner, he meets up against Hall, carrying this one out. Kruger off the wall, down low. DeGurst has it, side of the goal. Good move. Tries to cut two, and that one's stopped by Michelli by the pad. Goes off into the corner. Now Dintino gets it. Dintino's pass. This one moves forward into the offensive zone. Aspro drops for Perry. Looks for the return pass. That one just wide there on a return pass out into the slot. Now back down low. Rockets losing the puck there. Gets it off. Looking out front. This one goes right on goal, and it's going to be stopped there by DeConning, and it will draw a little bit of a crowd there as Aspro was right out front.
2-on-1 opportunity there for the Rockets. A couple of passes back and forth, and just before the shot was able to be taken, actually a good back check by Jake Vince came in with the stick lift to prevent the scoring opportunity.
Just over the 6 minutes gone, here in the opening period. Rockets leading 1-0 on an early goal by Riley Wood. Now up to the point, walking there. Poirier looks to throw this one on. Goes into the right corner. Puck bouncing around slightly. Some bodies being thrown. Sko there to pick it up for Sarnia. Flips this one up into center ice. Bouncing puck gets over the stick of Mucci and into the corner. Now trying to throw a hit there. Looking for it out front. That one bounces off Pier and goes wide of the goal. Now getting it, Carson Perry. Perry going to play this one back down low. Past Aspro. Mucci there to pick it up. Mucci cycles this one to the opposite side. Now Poirier around the boards. This one finds Hoskins. Hoskins looking to move that one up to Perry. Picked up there. Aspro tries to work his way through wide on the right side. Aspro thrown into the boards there. Arm of the official is going to come up, and a penalty is going to be on its way. And we'll see what it's going to be here. A slashing call. And it looks like the Rockets will get an early power play here on a slashing call coming. And it's going to be de Blasio going off.
Yeah. Arm went up immediately. 13-12 to go. First power play of the game for either team.
So now the Rockets get a chance early here on this power play against the Sarnia penalty kill, who's worst in the league. Thrown on goal there from Air. Bouncing puck. It's going to be picked up by Wood. Shoveled back up to the point for Freifogel. Now he hands it back off there, Wood. And a spin, gets some space back up to the top. Freifogel over. Mayor's one-time chance. That one thrown wide of the goal. Riley Wood at the hash marks, up to Freifogel, who spins here, gets some space, and then goes back to Wood. 30 seconds gone. Wood looks to come across the Mares on the opposite side. This one's going to bounce away, and it's going to be picked up here by the Legionnaires, who work their way forward. Pass trying to come over to DeGurst. That one's knocked away. Aspro there to pick it up, and now quickly back the other way as Sanders brings it forward. Sanders stops. Pass over. Freifogel. Freifogel at the blue line. Now he goes over to Wood. Wood back down low. Now he gets the return pass. Walking into the circle. Riley Wood looking, shot thrown on. That one blocked, didn't make it there. Now back up to the point, Freifogel. Walking across the line, goes over to Mayers. Mayers skates his way to the middle here. Looking to drop this one, he does. Wood going to work his way in. Pass to Mayers, that one's intercepted. And now it's going to be carried forward here on a one-on-one chance. Long shot thrown in, and Michelli is going to cover this one up. And a little bit of a hack there from Freifogel after the whistle.
Yeah, a little whack on the stick of Barraclough, kind of put his palms up as if to say, what the heck is that for? Talk about the penalty killing of the Legionnaires. After the Brendan Mares early power play goal on Saturday night, their best penalty killer was Nolan DeConig.
Rockets now with just 35 seconds left here on this man advantage. Hall from his own zone, going to work it up to center and dump this one in off the boards. Takes a hop, and it's going to be picked up by DeConing, who tries to clear this one, gets it up to the blue line where it's capped in there. Into the corner. Clark looking to work this one away. Barrio tries to come in and help him out. He goes down. Puck comes up to the point. Kept alive here as the Rockets working in. 15 seconds to go on the man advantage. Puck up to the point for Hall. Hall walks, looks for a shot. That one didn't make it to the goal. Was going to go wide. Now coming in. Looking on the backhand wide. Back behind the goal line. Time will wind down on the penalty. Back to even strength now and out of the box to Blasio. Walking out here, Clerk can't get a shot off, keeps it alive. Now he's going to lose the puck. And back the other way, here comes Sarnia. Into the offensive zone, shot thrown on, blocked away there by Michelli as Slager's trying to get one on goal and now just spinning and throwing. And Michelli is going to cover that one up to get the whistle. 10:54 to go here in the opening period.
Nothing really in the way of opportunities there for the Rockets on that power play, actually. There was almost as many face-offs in the Rockets zone during that 2 minutes as there was Sarnia's. But almost halfway through the first period, they are ahead 1-0.
Rockets getting a line change in here as we approach the halfway mark.
Late line changes seem to be the order of the day here. Some confusion at the Rockets bench. Players coming off and players coming on.
This one up to the point, thrown on. Michelli makes the save, putting it off into the corner. Now Burns able to get this one up to Rizzo. Rizzo looking for the stretch pass there. It's going to bounce off the boards and go wide of the net for an icing call. He's trying to find Dintino on the opposite side.
As you said, this is one of two games in the Western Conference this evening. The other game taking place in Leamington early in the first period. Kamoka and Leamington are scoreless.
Kamoka in tough there against the Western Conference second-ranked team. Trying to get as many points as they can as well in the late season. Here in the corner here for Sarnia. He takes a big hit. Down to the ice there as Burns throwing the hammer down, and now he throws Kruger to the ice. This puck comes up, and now Rizzo from just outside of the Rockets zone, pass over. Dintino in. He goes wide. Has it behind the goal line, looking to try and get a pass. Two Rockets down there. It comes back out front. Now Burns plays this one over, walking, leaves it for a drop pass. Now top of the circle, working with some space. Shot thrown on. That one's going to get blocked and go off to the side and picked up here as Sarnia comes back the other way. Just getting to center and throwing this one into the opposite side was Carson Pierce. So now the Rockets quickly try to come off ice. That pass to Dintino is going to go through his skates and down into the Sarnia zone. Captain Sco throwing this one off the boards. It gets out to center. They can't knock this one away as DeGurse was unable to get it. They stay on side there as Prue. Now reverses. DeGurse picks it up. DeGurse looking, comes out front. Good chance there. And a good chance on the side. Letang couldn't get a shot off. Now back out front to DeGurse. DeGurse takes a big hit there as Burns once again laying down the hammer. Now Kilby takes a hit there from Barraclough right out front. Picked back up. Bomenko trying to stick handle his way out of that jam. Kilby gets it. Kilby comes across center and into the offensive zone, and then he's laid down at the blue line as this game is really picked up physically. Now trying to clear the zone, the Legionnaires. Bomenko at center, just going to dump this one in. Out of his net there, DeConing to play it as he passes this one over. Sco once again flipping this one up in the air to center. Mucci's going to knock this one away right outside the Rockets bench. They're turning this one over. Barrio in, but the Rockets offside is unable to clear was Aspro.
Aspro almost pulled a groin trying to come back and be onside there. I can't remember the last time in about a minute and a half where I saw four solid, clean body checks, two each way. Actually, for the Rockets, Burns, a bit of a bowling ball on that last shift.
Right off the draw, Rockets won it back and then dumped it ahead. And now quickly back the other way comes Sarnia into the offensive zone. Now down at the blue line, there goes Ferreira. Mucci trying to clear this one off the glass. It's going to be knocked down with a stick. Picking it up, Aspro. His pass comes over. Poirier through center and dumping this one as he gets into the offensive zone. Now Aspro picks it up. Back over. Poirier, point shot thrown on. That one block goes off into the corner. Didn't make it to DeConing in goal. Now battling here. This one from the corner. Turn back the other way. Ferreira once again comes forward. Now he's wide, looking to throw this one towards the goal. Mucci had it go off his stick. Morningstar couldn't play this one. Carson Perry will get it. And now Perry forward. Perry makes a good move to get past the defense into the offensive zone. Now picking it up. Aspro looking for a shot in the slot. He couldn't get that one off. And a Legionnaire right on him. Spinning, getting this one up to the blue line here. And now to center before jumping it in there. Bouncing puck. Michelli's going to knock it down. And Mucci will pick it up with some time before he hands it off to Aspro. Aspro loses this puck, but dishes Pierre down to the ice. Now the pass comes back up, looking to throw it on goal. This one's turned over. Aspro from his own blue line, flipping it up into the air before taking a hit. And now from the Legionnaires bench, playing it forward here. Action continues wide. Barwitzki looking to play this one through. Return pass is going to be picked up by Riley Wood, the Rockets goal scorer. He gets the center and dumps it in. Perry trying to chase it down, but then he's going to go off for a line change. Legionnaires from their own zone now. 7:21 to go here in this first period. Dumped in there. Hall back to get it into the corner. Good move to try and get this one away. Sanders couldn't knock that one past. Now it's going to be played up there. Bouncing puck knocked down at the blue line, but they're going to say it did clear. And Slagers was unable to hold the line.
He did drop to his knees, Freifogel-esque there, down on his knees to try and keep that in, but according to the linesman, did not keep it in.
7:10 is what remains on the clock here in the first period, and the physicality really ramping up here between the Rockets and the Legionnaires. Off the draw, it's a D-to-D pass. Freifogel now gets it up to center. It's going to be tipped ahead by Mares into the offensive zone. Back below the goal line. Hit thrown, looking to come out front. Mares couldn't get his stick on that one, but it's kept in at the blue line there by Hall. Now Mares looking opposite side, thrown out front. Sanders couldn't get a stick on it to try and tip it home. Now Mares once again to Freifogel, opposite side of the point, down low. Sanders below the goal line, looking to come out front for Mares. That bouncing puck gets all the way up to the point where Freifogel keeps it alive once again. Now looking out front, good chance. That one stopped by DeConing. Now from the corner trying to play it out front, bouncing puck. Wood knocks it down. And finally, the Legionnaires a chance to move forward here as they get this puck up and into the Strathroy zone. Freifogel, he takes a hit there from Barraclough. It's flipped up into the air where Mares picks it up and tries to make a move to get past. He's stopped by the defense as Skull was there. Now played forward at center and working their way into the Strathroy zone. Trying to get this way they would. Conrad, but the Rockets play it up there. Sanders, now Wood. Wood from his own blue line, just going to get to center and throw this one ahead. Stone knocks it down and a long bouncing pass there. Conrad unable to touch it up, and it will go for icing against Sarnia.
With the Legionnaires not able to change, the Rockets will put fresh troops over the boards for the face-off that will take place to the left of Nolan DeConing with 5:56 to go here in the first period.
Offensive zone face-off here for the Rockets, and looks like the Legionnaires will get thrown out of the draw. DeGerson coming in to take this one, winning that one back. Picking it up, Sko comes forward here. The big captain for Sarnia into the offensive zone, still has it on his stick. Wide left side, looking shot thrown on. Michelli makes the save. Puck's loose. Picked up there by DeGerson. It's blown down by the referee Campbell, and you can hear the reaction of the home crowd on that one.
One of the few parts of the rink we have a really good view of. Michelli, great job holding the post there, but the puck was never frozen. And DeGerson came in to pick it up, and Campbell, the referee, obviously lost sight and blew the whistle.
Face-off was off to the right of Michelli. Off the draw, thrown on goal there by Ferreira. Puck comes all the way back out, and it's picked up by Babenko, who comes through center into the offensive zone. Looking shot, that one goes wide. Trying to go low glove there on DeConing, but it's picked back up and now through center here for the Legionnaires. Now into the offensive zone wide. Looking, Sanderson tries to find a pass. He does. Thrown on goal. That one stopped. Rebound. Michelli across with the pad. Oh, what a save.
What a stop on Jet Morningstar, who took his first shot from the dot, but the rebound came right back out in front of Michelli, and he picked it up, tried to walk around Michelli, who stretched as far as he could, laying flat on his belly with the pad out, made the save, and was able to cover it to get the whistle. Best stop we've seen so far tonight.
Michelli keeping this game a 1-0 lead. Now thrown on. Point shot. He stopped that one with the glove. Rebound came out to Morningstar, who is now taken down in the corner. Now this one from an odd angle, thrown on goal. Knocked aside. Mucci picks it up in the corner and now works his way out to center to Kilby. And Kilby with a big hit there right out front of the Legionnaires bench as he sent Barwitzki to the ice. Now in the Sarnia zone. Bonnies continue to fly here. That was Barrio in the corner. Now working their way out. Kilby dodges a couple hits here. Gets the center, throws this one ahead, but it's not by the defense there of Sarnia, who now moves this puck ahead into the offensive zone. Beating Mucci wide, cuts thrown wide there as Baraclough had a beautiful chance. Now back down low. Ferreira behind the goal, looking to come out front. That pass is going to miss its intended recipient, and Kilby will pick it up and come back the other way. Kilby wide, dodges a hit, now works his way through. Shot thrown over top of the goal. Trying to go high blocker there on DeConing. results in a chance back the other way for the Legionnaires. Staying on side there. Now DeGurse. DeGurse stopped by Freifogel. Freifogel in the corner here. Tries to get away from Letang. Clerk there to help him out. Just over 4 minutes to go here. DeGurse. DeGurse tries to walk out there from the corner. Arm comes up and a penalty on its way here as DeGurse was taken down. And the Legionnaires will head to the power play.
As DeGurse tried to work his way toward the front of the net, the puck kind of strayed away from him and Poirier buried him in front of the net. And Poirier is going to go to the box.
So this Sarnia power play, who we noted at the top of the broadcast, is very good with the extra man. Will now get a chance with 4:05 remaining here in the first period. And they win the face-off back. Now Sko from the point, thrown on. That one blocked, didn't make it there. Prue rims it around the boards, gets all the way up to the point. Kept alive there, but now Burns will pick it up, and Burns flipping that one. It'll go down the length of the ice.
DeGurse looks like he's got a puck on his string every time he's been out there tonight.
Now picking it up. Ferreira comes forward. He works his way into the offensive zone in wide. Back behind the net looking for a pass. Comes up to the point. Now Sko, opposite side. Tipped on, scores! It's Nolan DeGurse. And it's a tie game at 1.
Speak of the devil, and the devil appears. Nolan DeGurse with a nice tip off the backhand from the shot from the point, and it eludes Michelli, who was battling to try and see through Josh Barraclough. And we're tied at 1 with 3:32 to go in the first.
A tip no more than 6 feet out in front of Michelli. Beats him through what looked like the 5-hole, and the Legionnaires striking on the power play. We have ourselves a tie game at 1. Now quickly they work back the other way. Into the offensive zone. Shot thrown wide there as Kruger tried to find the blocker side. Aspro chips this one past before taking a hit there. Now there at the way, trying to work it past Hoskins. Rockets here inside of the Sarnia zone. Puck played off opposite side. Freifogel out front of the Legionnaires bench trying to play it up. 3 minutes to go here in the first period. Sko. D to D, and now working their way forward into the offensive zone wide. Left side, past Freifogel, backhand. That one from Vince knocked aside. Now trying to chip this one past was Hoskins. Puck comes back out, shot. That one blocked by Freifogel. Trying to get it past here. Perry, it goes off into the corner. Up there, Carson Peer. He was looking for a line change. Back into the Strathroy, Sarnia zone, a shot thrown on there from Hoskins. Aspro back down into the corner. Now a big hit thrown. Looking to try and get some offensive pressure. This one down into the lower left side. Now up to the point for Prue. Prue walking, shot thrown on from distance. Seeing that one easily to Koenig and making the stop. And now it's going to be cleared on a rebound up to the blue line where it's capped in at knocked down. And they're going to say that one was played with a hand pass. So we'll get a whistle with 2:08 to go.
Nice job to jump to keep the puck in at the blue line. But unfortunately couldn't play it before Aspro did. Although it does seem that Nolan DeGurse seems to score all of his points against Strathroy. That was his 29th goal of the season in his 29th game. So he's lighting up the entire Western Conference.
Now through, trying to knock that one. He was knocked down by the stick of Prue, and now move forward here for Strathroy. Trying to get themselves back into the offensive zone. Now carrying it forward, Vince, opposite side, looking for the return pass there, couldn't find it. Now from the point, thrown on, pad save Michelli. Puck bounces back out front, Weir throws it on, rebound, that one stopped as well. Sanderson shot, that one thrown wide over top of the goal. Now this one, trying to get a shot off there, Barwitzki, battling in the corner, Prue. Ferreira, over to Sanderson. Now they return it back down low to Ferreira. Prue tried to knock that one through. Sanderson up to the point, walking across the line there. This pass, now distance shot thrown on. Vince tried to get it there. He couldn't handle it. Sanders plays it up, gets it to the blue line, and it was kept alive slightly before finally Brendan Mears gets through center, works this puck into the offensive zone, but the Rockets will go offside on that play.
As I said, Nolan DeGurse now with 29 goals in 29 games. Clear that he is a talent in the Western Conference, and as you said, called up to play with the Sarnia Sting and scored a goal there. So continues to play this way. He may not be long for Junior B.
Back in the Sarnia zone here as we have the final minute to go in this opening period of play. Score tied at 1. Poirier will take this one with some time, works his way back behind the Strathroy net. Clerk comes back there. Now Poirier fans on that clearing attempt. Mucci's going to have to come in and help him out. Mucci plays this one up before taking a hit. And now finally the Rockets work it forward. Clerk into the offensive zone with Kilby. Clerk looking shot right on. And DeKoning is going to make that stop fairly easily.
I've really enjoyed this period. As a spectator, I would say I've enjoyed this period. 37 seconds to go. Lots of physical play. And none of the shenanigans that marred the third period of the last game between these teams on Saturday.
It's an offensive zone face-off, but Sanders is going to get thrown out here for Strathroy with 37 seconds left in the frame. One back into the corner. Vince plays this one over, and now it's going to be cleared off the boards. Gets it up to center. Letang plays this one up into the corner. Freifogel back there to help and pick this one up. Coming through with speed, leaves it, and now Mayers into the offensive zone. Mayers cutting, looking, pass, shot thrown on. That one didn't make it there. A sliding defensive play. Sko breaking this one up, and now he's going to clear it on a backhand up to center. DeGurse has it. DeGurse into the offensive zone. DeGurse beats a man, looks to come out front. Letang couldn't get a shot off. Barraclough up to the point. Sko now thrown on. That one keeping alive. Shot. That one blocked by Freifogel, and clearing it out Wood as the horn goes. And the Rockets and Legionnaires will skate to a 1-1 tie here in the opening period of play. Goals scored by Wood and DeGurse.
The Rockets hanging on for dear life those final 30 seconds as Sarnia was all over them. And again, the DeGurse line on the ice for that.
DeGurse beating Michelli with a tip that went through his 5-hole off the point shot. The lone marker for the Legionnaires in the first period. As for the Rockets, it's a lone marker as well coming from Riley Wood, who put a puck home early on in the first period of play. The shots on goal 14-9 in favor of Sarnia in that opening period of play.
14-9, it actually felt like a little more than that, to be quite honest. They spent a lot of time in their own end after they scored, and the goal by Wood was early. It was 3:01 in. But late power play goal by DeGurse has us tied at 1, headed to the second period.
One other game going on in the Western Conference. Leamington leads 1-0 over Kamoka at the first intermission. As well as for this one, it is a 1-1 tie between the Rockets and the Legionnaires. We'll go ahead and we will take the break. Second period coming up here from Sarnia. You're listening to Strathroy Rockets hockey on the Rockets Radio Network.
You're listening to Strathroy Rockets Hockey.
One shot, that one scores! What a shot from Wood! It towards the net, scores! Cody Clark ties the game with 22.7 to go! He tries to work his way towards the net, finds his shot, scores! Across and his shot, scores! And that one goes wide, Chase out front, scores!
Well, we welcome you back inside of the the Sarnia Arena. Not a home game for the Strathroy Rockets. We are on the road for this Thursday night contest, and we are tied at 1 after 20 minutes of play. Eldon, that first period, the Rockets played well, but they just got beat on the awfully good Sarnia power play and the awfully good Nolan DeGurse.
Yes, as I said before we went to break for the intermission, Riley Wood scored an early goal. Which they also did with Brendan Mayer scoring on the power play Saturday night. But after that, Dakota kind of shut the door. They did end up getting the second goal later, but 38 save performance by him. Well, tonight, after he gave up the first goal, made the next couple of saves, in the next couple of shifts against the Rockets. And after that, Sarnia kind of took over. And their power play, which is dangerous, as we've talked about, 6th in the league. And a nice tip, just off to the right of Michelli, as you said, about 6 or 8 feet in front of the net. Change of direction. He didn't really have much of a chance on it. But DeGurse, as I said, the devil, it seems, against the Rockets.
If it had not been for Zion Michelli as well, making a fantastic pad save getting across the crease, it could have been a 2-1 game for the Legionnaires going into the second period of play, but Michelli shut the door. He made 13 stops in that first period of play, 14 shots for Sarnia in that opening period, and really a fantastic job in that first period for Zion Michelli keeping the door shut.
Both goaltenders played well. Michelli, I think, he had the heavier workload, more shots that he faced, and he actually, as you said, had the really nice pad save going right to left. However, 1-1 heading into the second period. Things could be worse for the Rockets. And now they will be heading toward us in our broadcast position in the second period, as Zion Michelli is now at the far end of the ice.
We mentioned the other game going on in the Western Conference tonight. It is Kamoka on the road taking on the Flyers in Leamington. That game was a 1-0 score for the Leamington Flyers on a goal by Thomas Michaud in the first period, giving them the 1-0 lead. Here it's a 1-1 game. Riley Wood, Nolan DeGurse, the goal scorers for either side, in a 1-1 game where we will see the Rockets and the Legionnaires get set to try and battle out this second period. It was a very physical first period as well. You mentioned it, but a lot of clean contact for both sides.
Yes, as I said, none of the shenanigans from the third period in their last game. Some solid body checks going both ways. Good physical period.
A power play each. The Legionnaires were able to strike on theirs. It's a 1-1 game. We are underway here, second period. Rockets look to move this puck up. Rizzo takes a step into the offensive zone. Now he stops. Pass over to Poirier at the opposite side. Poirier tries to keep this one at the blue line. He does. Dintino now battling with this puck. Babenko is going to go get it. Babenko at the hash marks. Toe drag out front. Rizzo looking to try and drop this one. Jet Morningstar now works his way to center and dumping this puck ahead as the Legionnaires work their way into the Strathroy zone. Now back behind the net. Trying to play this one on a D-to-D. Ferrer trying to get it away from Poirier. Poirier trying to knock this one over to the opposite side. They're able to get it up there, now up to the point. Skull walks in, shot, that one tipped, goes off to the side in the corner. Now Rizzo to pick this one up at the hash marks. Rizzo works his way forward, gives this one. Babenko loses the handle on it as he came in across the blue line there and turned it over. Sanderson will bring it back the other way for Sarnia. Stopped up there. This long pass almost right onto the stick of Jordan Dintino. But Dintino loses it. Skull picks it up in the corner. Is able to play it, getting it up to the Sarnia bench just on the other side of center. Burns was able to try and knock it back ahead. And now Burns once again will throw this one, but it's going to go for an ice as he was not quite to center. And the face-off will come back inside of the Strathroy zone just over a minute into the second period of play.
Good work by Jordan Dintino on that first shift of this period for him. Hard working, the 16-year-old working on the overager, Ben Sco, much bigger player than him, and giving him all he could handle in the puck battle along the boards.
Now back behind the goal line there. Burns tries to play this one, gets it up, but it's kept in at the blue line once again. Now down low. Off to the right side of Michelli, below the goal line, trying to work this puck up to Gerswait's just outside the scrum. Bonnie's throwing and hits all over the ice there. Now Dintino tries to knock this one up ahead. There to go get it. Now Dintino will chase it down. The Rockets will have a little bit of a 2-on-1. Dintino looking. Dintino tried to go across to Rizzo, but it was knocked off a stick there. And Prue, who came back in on the forecheck there, now plays this one over. Dintino cuts to the hash marks. Has it. Looks to go on his backhand. Works his way through. Shot thrown on. That one stopped by DeConing. And now played up as Pierre will go chase this one down. Pierre. Now Barraclough in. Looking towards the goal. That one tipped on. Michelli makes the save. Puck comes back out. And now Barrio, long stretch pass trying to find Kilby. This one on the fresh ice will go. And it's going to be waved off there. Kilby gets it back behind the net. Looks to come out front for Clerk. That one knocked off by a skit. And comes all the way back out to center. Now Freifogel, this one up. Kilby looking for a pass, trying to find Barrio, who is streaking into the slot. Up to the glass, cleared, knocked down at the blue line, working their way past, and now there to go get the puck. Trying to get it once again to Gers, waiting just outside. Puck goes into the corner. Now playing this one, comes right through out front. There once again, cycled down low, in the corner, on a forehand. Walking out, pass comes up to the point, kept in at the blue line. Kilby will go chase it down in the corner. Kilby still has it on his stick, turned that one over. Freifogel has to go in and help him out. Gets this one up to the hash marks. Puck cleared up to the blue line and now thrown in on goal there is Michelli. He is going to cover this one up and get the whistle.
Dintino, 2 good shifts now in the second period. I felt like he had a good chance if he had just used his backhand on that last rush. He walked right across in front of the net, had the defenseman on his hip, but he was on his backhand, and by the time he was able to turn around and get on his forehand, he did get a shot on goal, but it wasn't nearly the opportunity that it could have been.
Puck back behind the net here for the Legionnaires, trying to play this one through. They get it up to the point. Vince walks across, shot thrown on, knocked away, kept alive though. Vince walking, Vince looking, pass out front, bouncing around there. Michelli makes the few saves, rebound again, that one stopped. Puck still sitting there at the side of the goal. Finally, it's going to be cleared up to the hash marks there as Carson Perry gets it, but he's going to bring it back down there on a pass. Now cycling this one through. Freifogel picks it up, clears it off the glass, able to get this one. Bouncing puck, that one knocked down. As Perry might have been away at the races, it's back behind the Strathroy net. Now with speed, working his way up from the own zone, gets the center. Hall dumps it one in, bouncing puck out of his net to play it to Koning. Plays it up to the hash marks where it's kept alive. Now the bouncing puck. Hoskins takes a hit, gets it down low. Vince knocks it away there. Gets it back up to center. Mucci's going to throw it in from distance before taking a big hit, getting dished down to the ice there. D. Looking with some space, just going to flip it up. Now this puck almost turned over. It is looking, shot thrown on. That one blocked as well, goes into the corner. Now looking out front, might have had a chance there. Still bouncing around. Michelli makes that save. And it's going to be cleared off the glass and get out to center where it was knocked away. But it will go for an icing, and the Rockets will be unable to change.
Bit of a live grenade being handled in front of Michelli down at the far end, leading to a couple of chances. Cam Ware had a shot on goal, and now the icing and a face-off to the left of Michelli.
Thrown out of the draw here. DeGers will have to come in and take it for Sarnia. It's one back by Strathroy. Now the puck rimmed all the way around. That one's going to get past, and they'll go for a line change as the Legionnaires quickly look to try and work their way back up ice. Barraclough down into the corner. Letang to help him out down low. Battling against the Strathroy defense here as it's going to be cleared on a backhand up to the blue line. Turned over. DeGers in the slot, walking through, has time. Still holding on to it. Looks to come out front. That pass just sitting there, and it will get knocked away into the corner. Puck still alive here for the Legionnaires in the Strathroy zone. Rockets look to work their way out. Puck finally gets out to center. This one picked up by Riley Wood. Wood looking to toe drag move. That one gets knocked away. Letang up to Barraclough. Now Barraclough into the offensive zone. He cuts, goes wide, shot. That one tipped, goes over top of the goal and into the corner. It's going to be touched up. A high stick on the Legionnaires, and the faceoff will come outside.
The Barraclough opportunity deflected off a stick, and Nolan DeGers knocked that puck down with a high stick. Picked up by a teammate. Face off just outside the blue line, right in front of the Rockets bench.
Face off, tied up, one back here by Strathroy. Prue knocks this one up to center, but there to pick it up and work his way forward into the offensive zone. Finally, this one knocked away. Pass from Sanders. This one up to Wood. Wood looking to try and dance his way around Slagers there, but Slagers was able to get his body on it. Now Sanders has it. Steps in across center and dumps this one into the Sarnia zone. Barwitzki back down low, has this one turned over, looking for a pass out front. Mayers can't find it, but he makes his way through, still has the puck on his stick, now up to the point. Mayers, shot thrown on, and seeing that one through traffic to Koning will make that glove save.
Nice job in front by the defenseman Slagers to keep Riley Wood out of the line of sight of DeKonig, and he caught that puck easily on that wrister from the blue line. Face off to his right now with 14:11 left in the second.
Down low, it's going to be picked up here off the face-off. Sanderson moves his way forward. Wide on the right side, looking to try and backhand that one on goal. He was knocked away. Still with a chance. This one thrown on goal from an odd angle. Gets up to the point, losing a stick there. Trying to get it back, he does. Dish down to the ice. That'll get a applaud from the Legionnaires bench into the offensive zone. Now Sanders has it. He stops at the top of the circle. Shot thrown on, pad save to Koning. Wood couldn't get the rebound, and Sanderson back the other way for Sarnia. Steps in across the blue line, tries to make a move, has it knocked away. Now Mayers going to chip this one past. Mayers will come forward, he's got Wood with him. Mayers in the slot, knocked away. Couldn't get a shot off, and the Rockets will lose that chance. Freifogel, pass over, Babenko. And now Babenko forward, running me, looking, shot thrown on to Koning. Will glove that one down and get the whistle.
Not half the chance they could have had just moments ago, but Babenko was at least able to get the shot on goal. Mayers leading that 2-on-1, I think, was a little too singularly focused on trying to make the pass, and he turned a 2-on-1 into a 2-on-3 and lost the puck.
Draw one back to the point. Hall thrown on goal. That one stopped. McConnell kicked it aside with the pad. Now in the corner. Losing this one. Gets up. Hall tries to knock this one away and keep it alive. Puck's going to be cleared back out to center. Freifogel inside of his own blue line. That pass forward to Babenko. Babenko's going to leave that one back. Now the long lead pass comes up, and Rizzo will take a step into the offensive zone. Turned over. Babenko in the slot. Babenko shot. That one's going to go off his stick and into the netting and out of play.
Just a half second too long. Took one extra stride before he took the shot, and it gave the defenseman time to get a stick in the lane. Face off to the left of DeKonig now.
The face-off. Babenko in to take it for Strathroy. Wins this one back to the point. Hall's shot redirects a few times and gets to just out front of the goal, but the Legionnaires able to clear. But the Rockets take back control of this one. Now stepping in, DeGers goes wide. Has it on his backhand. This one thrown off the side of the goal, off the glass. Now chance out front. That one shot by Michelli, able to get in the way of that one. Legionnaires still in control of the puck down low. Opposite side to Gerst. Chases this one down. Tries to chip that one past, get it up to his D-man. Now a long pass is going to go off a body. It's going to be picked up here. Dentino into the offensive zone. That pass knocked away once again. DeGerst back the other way with numbers for the Legionnaires. He goes wide on the left side. Holding on. Pass out front. Good chance. Stopped by Michelli once again. And cleared back out to center by the Rockets defense. Now they knock this one ahead. Dentino couldn't stay on side on that one, and the Rockets will get an ice against them there with 11:58 to go here in the second.
It's the second time in 3 shifts that the Legionnaires have had somebody walking right down Broadway between the hash marks to an available puck and not a Rocket in sight in front of Michelli. That time Jake Vince and a big save by Michelli to keep this game tied.
Second time as well that it looks like DeGers is going to carry the puck behind the net and at the last second slides it out front to the waiting man. Puck behind the Strathroy net. Now it's turned over, and the Rockets with a chance to work back the other way. Dentino into the offensive zone. Leaves it for Barrio. He misses that one. And now de Blasio will work it forward here for Sarnia. Trying to chip that one past. Pirrigo chase it down back behind the net. Reverse pass to Blasio. He's tied up against the boards by Poirier. Poirier able to get the puck out and get it up to the hash marks. And now forward, Dentino. Dentino to center. Pass to Barrio. Barrio cuts. Loses that puck as he was in the battle. Now he throws it on goal. It's stopped there by DeKoning. Back behind the goal line here. Dittmer battling with Barrio. Clerk in there as well with de Blasio. Puck sitting down there. It's finally going to be cleared up and out to center. As the Legionnaires will look to try and get this one back. Now thrown back into the Sarnia zone. off of Kilby. Chasing it down as Skull plays this one D-to-D over to Dittmer. Dittmer up ahead. Sanderson knocked that one up to Pierre. Pierre worked it into the offensive zone, but the Legionnaires will work their way in, and that face shot's going to come all the way down there as there was a delayed offside, and now we get some chatter in a play that has moved all the way back down behind the Strathroy goal.
Delayed offside, de Blasio decided to chase after the defenseman, causing what is now being called an intentional offside, and if I'm not mistaken, the faceoff will come all the way back into the Sarnia zone.
See where they bring this one. And they will, just like you suspected, bring it all the way back down into the Sarnia zone. Losing the face-off here. It's going to be picked up by Vince. Vince works his way forward, wide on the right side. Shot thrown on. That one over top of the goal. Up to the blue line, kept in, knocking away Barrio. Barrio comes forward. He's got Kilby with him. To Clerk. Return, Barrio scores! On the doorstep on a pass from Clerk, and it's a 2-1 Rockets lead.
A 3-on-1 where for a moment I thought perhaps they made one too many passes, but the last pass back to Koenig moving left to right, and then before he could go back right to left, buried the one-time pass, giving the Rockets a 2-1 lead with 10:36 to go in the second period. That was pretty.
And the Rockets, I agree with you. I thought they were making one too many passes, but they got it over to Barrio on a last-second pass from Clerk. And he beats DeConning, and the Rockets once again have a one-goal lead. Now this one's sent down the ice. It's going to bounce and go just wide. No icing. Puck sitting behind the Sarnia goal now. Hoskins up to the point. Hall one-time shot. That one was blocked. Didn't make it there. And it's going to be dumped back in by Freifogel. Vince now in the Sarnia zone. Long pass stretched forward there. DeGurst tried to knock that one ahead in the zone. Perry's going to pick this one up. Perry looking to move this puck forward. Dancing around a little bit. This one turned over slightly. Hoskins now dumping it ahead. Barwitzki on his stick as he works into the offensive zone, but Letang a step ahead of that one, and the Legionnaires will go offside.
Letang not quite sure that the correct call was made on that offside. Back to the goal. Nice finish by Barrio, too. He didn't mess around. He knew DeKoning was coming back right to left, and he buried that on a one-time deflection. One of the nicer goals we've seen recently.
Now Freifogel working from his own zone, trying to get this puck up ahead. They are able to get it and into the Sarnia zone before it was knocked away by the stick there, and DeGurst will pick it up. DeGurst thrown ahead there. Letang able to tip it up into the Strathroy zone, but Freifogel the first one back there for Strathroy, and he's going to have a little bit of time here behind the Strathroy goal. Hands it off into the corner. Now a long stretch pass. Wood able to kick that one up onto the stick. Working forward. Sanders shot that one. Kicked aside. Now throwing it out front. Bouncing around there. And it's going to be cleared off into the corner. Now back up to the point. Oh, over. Poirier one-time shot. Couldn't get a whole lot on it. Broke his stick actually. And it worked back the other way here for the Legionnaires. Letang looking. Shot. Thrown over. Michelli made the save on that one. It's sitting behind the goal line now. Carried back up from the corner. Able to play this one through. Turned over, looking. Barraclough can't get a shot off in the slot. He takes a hit as well. There in the corner. Puck up to the hash marks and finally gets back up to center. And the Rockets will be able to get a line change here. Dumped ahead, carrying it in. DeGurst will go wide. DeGurst in the corner, able to leave that one there. Trying to pick it off. Aspro. Puck comes back out front. DeGurst couldn't get a shot off. And Poirier now with some time. Looking for a long stretch pass up to center. There to pick it up, they will. Hoskins in. Pass over. Aspro, he takes a hit. Couldn't get a shot off there. Stowe moves the puck up, and now Ware will come forward. Ware's got DeGurst with him. Leaves it. Tries to go over to Stowe on the opposite side. Puck goes into the corner. 8:10 to go here in this second period. Up to the point now. Walking. Sanderson. He goes down low. Ware to come chase this puck. Met by the body, and a big hit thrown there by Sanderson. Puck comes back out front. Chance there. Couldn't get the shot on as it just missed a pad of Michelli and went wide into the corner. Now Sanderson tries to cut to the goal here. Michelli's spread there, and he makes the save. And it's going to draw a crowd out front as we see some more shoves.
Taking the puck hard to the net. Michelli making the save, the net coming off, and in that exchange, I think a little bit of a mismatch in size between the Sarnia forwards and the Strathroy defense. Just overpowered right into Michelli and into the goal.
Face off to the left side of Michelli. One back by the Rockets, played around the glass, able to get it up to center and trying to knock that one past Perry, couldn't get it. Dittmer plays it forward before he gets met by the body at the blue line. Now the Rockets trying to pick it up there as Perry looked to try and spring himself in the neutral zone. Down low, Burns in the corner. Ties this one up against the wall, able to get it up to the hash marks. Well, Perry will pick it up. Pass trying to come over to Hoskins. But Vince beats him to the puck and knocks it ahead to Ware. Ware in the corner. Trying to get this puck back. Spinning around there. Aspro with some time. Now from his own zone. Works his way forward. Gets the center. Knocks it ahead on a backhand. This puck knocked back out. Prue at center. Just going to throw it in from distance over top of DeConing. Now up to the blue line. Rockets were on a line change there. Evanko going to bring this one in. He takes a hit, meeting the body as he steps across the line. Peer battling against the wall. Perry able to play this one out, but it's knocked away once again as the Rockets look to try and set something up here. Turning this puck over. In, looking, shot, couldn't get it off. Back down below the line. An arm of the official comes up, and a penalty coming here against the Rockets. And it's going to be a hooking call, and the Legionnaires will head back to the power play.
And an unfortunate turn of events. Carson Perry in the neutral zone just left the puck in an open area, obviously assuming behind him would be a teammate. Turned out he was wrong. Puck led back into the Rockets zone. Just seconds later, the hooking call on Perry, as it turns out. So with 6:42 to go in the second, face-off will be to the left of Michelli, and the Rockets will be down a man.
Taking a little while to figure this one out as well.
Again, waiting for Godot here. Not sure what's happening. Maybe it wasn't Perry. They're not really sure who got that penalty. Perry's coming out of the box. Burns is going in.
So Burns sat outside the box for a little bit, and then they send it Perry to the box, and then Perry got replaced by Burns. So it's Burns taking the call here, and the Rockets on the penalty kill. Barrio forward, short-handed. Loses this one, and now Vince here on the power play for the Legionnaires. Dumps this one in on the backhand. Now back down in the corner. Trying to get this one away. Barraclough battling there. Got DeGers waiting just outside. DeGers takes the puck, comes back out front. No one there, and it's going to be cleared down the ice here as the puck rolls on its side off to the right side of DeConing. Sco takes a hit there from Barrio, and now Barrio hard on him here as he looks to try and make a play and get out. He hands it off to Vince, and now Vince will work his way forward. Vince wide on the right side. Carries it low, looks for a pass out front. Good chance. That one fired over top of the goal. Now returned to DeGers. He comes up to the point, kept in. Sco, long shot through distance. Didn't make it there, was blocked. DeGers off on the side once again. Walks his way through, hands this one up. Opposite side, shot blocked and cleared down the ice there by the Rockets. 50 seconds left on the man advantage.
3 or 4 times tonight, Josh Barraclough has had a great opportunity within 30 feet of the net. And I think only once has he actually hit the net.
Sco carries it up here for Sarnia into the offensive zone. Carries it himself. Has it knocked off his stick and cleared once again there by Sanders. So they're down to their final 25 seconds on this power play from their own zone. Barwitzki pass to Gers. Now to Gers through the neutral zone wide. Cuts to the goal. Still has it. Looks for a pass out front. Fired off the post. Laying on the ice and now picking this one up and coming to center. Sanders tied up there. No call from the official. Asbro couldn't move it in. Morningstar tries to work it forward. He is able to get it down low into the corner. Off to the opposite side. Time expires on the penalty. Rockets are back to even strength as Byrne comes to the bench and Kilby onto the ice. Now puck goes down into the corner. Big hit thrown there as well, which gets a reaction from the crowd. And now some jostling out front of the net continues tied up back down low. Sanders tries to get this puck away. Able to go get it in the corner. Prue's going to hit this one up to center. Bouncing puck, trying to knock it away there and able to. And now the shoving continues here as Aspro was getting shoved outside the penalty box, and this shot in the offensive zone is going to go out of play. Rockets bench wanted a call on that one, and they're furious with the officials.
Sanderson was looking for a huckleberry all over the ice. He spent time in the face of Wesley Poirier down in front of the Rockets' goal, and Poirier would not engage. And then the next thing you know, Sanderson's out in front of the penalty box trying to engage Aspro, who he is head and shoulders taller than. And, of course, Aspro also not engaging. I'm not sure what happened with Sanderson there, but he had a burr in his bonnet that entire shift.
Shot there from Pierre goes over top of the goal. Now dishes a man out into the boards in the corner. Now takes a hit of his own. Pass comes out front. Can't get a shot off there. Going to be cleared off the glass and get this puck out to center. Picked up there, and it's going to be blown down, I believe, on a high stick.
Knocked down with a high stick is the ruling.
And now some more shoves inside of the Sarnia blue line.
Carson Pierre and Ian Babenko exchanging pleasantries, and I think they're both going to have a seat.
Although we talked about in the first period and the first half of this second period how the game was physical, but a very clean level of physical. It's kind of taken a turn in the last 5 minutes or so.
And I'm not really sure what happened. As now Carson Pierre is being escorted off the ice.
And I wonder if they're just getting 10s, and with 4 minutes left in the period, they're just sending him to the change rooms.
Babenko has been sent to the penalty box. Pierre is on his way to the dressing room. I don't know if they got 10s. There's nothing on the clock.
I think the Rockets' entrance to the ice is just off to the side of the penalty box there. I believe actually through the penalty box.
You know what? As I look into the penalty box there, I do not see Babenko. So
it looks like they just sent them both to the locker rooms
10 minutes
with 4
each.
minutes to go.
Probably 10-minute misconducts for the pair of them.
Face off inside of the Strathroy zone. One back by the Rockets and thrown around the boards there. Puck gets back out to center. There, Wood will go chase it down. Puck will go all the way back behind the Sarnia net. There to pick it up and trying to lose this one. Knocked down at the blue line, kept alive. Puck trying to throw through there. Sko has it knocked off his stick just inside of the Sarnia blue line. Now taking a step across. Hull, long distance shot glove down by DeKoning. 3:30 remaining here in the second period of play. Kruger throws this one, reverse pass off the boards. It's cleared, but the Rockets send it right back in. And now will come in on the attack. Sko, long pass down the ice, able to get a stick on that one was DeGurse. Hull will pick it up behind the Strathroy net, play this one on a pass, gets it up to center. Now Mayers, pass over to Sanders. Sanders takes a step in across the line, looks for a shot, throwing this one off a skate and over top of the goal, and now trying to chip this one past. Good play by Freifogel to keep it alive. Trying to find a pass over to Mayers. Still has it inside of the Sarnia zone, pass over. Burns shot, that one goes off the skates of Barraclough. DeGurse now trying to play this one up to Ware. They'll go down the ice. No icing calls. It's waved off by the linesman. Now back behind the Strathroy net. Trying to play this puck up. The Rockets will get it at center. Sanders carries it forward. Tries to go over to Mears. Loses this one. And played back up by Ware to DeGurse. DeGurse tried to make a move and cut wide. Loses that one. And now Mears will take a pass. Step in across the offensive blue line. Go wide here. Mears in the corner. Backhand. That one comes out front. Wood couldn't knock it down. Prue's shot. That one gets blocked, doesn't make it there. Arm the official coming up, a penalty on its way. It's going to be touched up here. And the Rockets will go to the power play with 2:13 remaining here in the second.
Barwitzky's going to go to the box for Sarnia, 2 minutes for cross-checking. He put Mayers down in between the hash marks. As suspected, Ian Babenko and Carson Pierre were given 10-minute misconducts, and I'm going to guess that is the referees trying to decide to put their foot down after a couple of shifts of some silliness. So with 2:13 to go, the Rockets go to the power play.
Late power play here for Strathroy. Puck comes over opposite side for Rizzo. Rizzo down low for Barrio, who's got the Rockets' second goal. Rizzo at the point. Walks, spins, and walks across the line. Hull. Dintino out front. Chance shot thrown over top there from Clark, looking to try and find high glove on DeKoning. Now Barraclough strips Rizzo of it and will come forward offensively shorthanded. Toe drag move has that one knocked away. And now quickly forward. This pass up to Barrio. Barrio loses it. Kept in at the blue line there. Rizzo wide in the corner. Able to get away here. Looks to come out front. Shot thrown on to Cunning. Will make that save with the paddle on the ice.
Rizzo just putting it out front. Clerk didn't get much on it, but he did get it on goal. So with 1:33 to go here in the second period, 1:20 to go in the penalty to Barwitzki. Wholesale changes for both teams as now Aspro comes out with Wood and Sanders.
Aspro wins that one cleanly back to the point for Freifogel. He'll walk across the blue line before he passes this one off into the skates of Wood, who now has it on his stick. Wood looking down low. Sanders back up to Wood. Wood. Freifogel shot. That one stopped by DeConning. Going to be cleared up and to center where Freifogel will get this puck. Return, but the Rockets offside here as Wood just inside of the blue line touched that one up.
DeConning actually gave himself a little head shake after that last shot that came through. Hit him up a little bit high. Face off just outside the Rockets zone with 1:11 to go in the second.
One back on the face-off there for Strathroy. Freifogel on to Finch, playing this one up, and now Sanders forward here on the power play. Into the offensive zone, look to try and find Wood in the slot. This one cleared by Vincent all the way down the ice here. It takes a hop there, DeGurst in alone, DeGurst scores! Not sure what that hit to stay alive for DeGurst, but he ends up sprung short-handed and is tied to the game at 2 with 50 seconds left in the second.
He walked in alone and he buried it top side, glove side. He put that in there as if he knew that was where he was going to shoot it all along. And Mucci just, his glove, I'm sorry, not Mucci, Michelli, excuse me. His glove hand just was not fast enough. And we are tied at 2, less than a minute to go in the second.
Puck stayed alive somehow. I'm not sure if it hit the official on its way down the ice or somehow it was able to be kept alive for DeGurst, and his second of the game has tied this game at 2. Now the Rockets forward with 30 seconds left in the period. Dintino tries to work his way through, comes up to the point. Rizzo spins, keeps this one alive. Looking shot pad save. Rebound comes out to Dintino. Dintino opposite side. Rizzo again, shot thrown wide. 14 seconds to go here in the period. Rockets still alive. Shot thrown on there from Clerk. Just missing, and it's going to be cleared here by Ferreira. 7 seconds left. They have one last chance coming down the ice. Looking there. Ferreira, shot thrown on. Michelli makes the save. And a big late hit there. This is going to draw a crowd. Surely a penalty on the way. And this at the end of the second period.
All 10 players are now behind the goal line at the far end of the ice, Strathroy zone. I don't know if they'll call that checking from behind or boarding or what, but when both arms go up in the air, you know you've done something. And then Barraclough came in with a cross check at the end of it as well, but that notwithstanding, it'll be interesting to see here what the call is. As you said, the time has expired in the second period. There is no time left on the clock. Aspro captain Daniel Aspro and one of the Sarnia alternate captains, Jake Vince, is standing at the penalty box waiting for the officials to make a decision. His referee, Chris Thornton, looks like he's going to explain this now.
So time had expired at the end of the second period. The puck was behind the Strathroy net, and then it was a late hit. I'm not entirely sure who threw the hit.
The Sarnia player beat the Strathroy player to the puck behind the goal line, and the Strathroy defender didn't break stride. Hit him from behind into the boards, and we'll wait to see if any penalty minutes go up on the clock here.
They might have some other penalties they hand out, but I believe the Legionnaires will start the third period on the power play.
We have no announcement at this point, but that would also be my guess. Based on what I saw, I would probably have the Rockets shorthanded.
Well, a goal apiece in the second period of play. A late one there from DeGurst, shorthanded to tie the game for the Legionnaires. And he is, well, you call him the Rocket Killer, and that is exactly what he's done this season and most certainly this game.
Absolutely. That goal being his 30th of the season in his 29th game of the season with Sarnia. And he knows what he's doing. The first goal, nice deflection. And that one, he walked in alone and just buried it up under the bar glove side. So, and the thing that is really hurting the Rockets tonight is they're losing both ends of the special teams battle. Not only are they 0 for 2 on their power play, they've given up a shorthanded goal, and they've given up a power play goal. So both goals scored by the Legionnaires on special teams. And unless they either stay out of the penalty box in the third period or find a way to score a power play goal, they're going to have to win this game 5-on-5.
The Rockets get a goal in the second period from Zach Barrio. Cody Clark and Jonathan Kilby pick up the assist. The Nolan DeGurst goal for Sarnia goes shorthanded and unassisted. You mentioned it, his 30th of the year, and he has this game tied at 2 going into the third period of play, and what is sure to be an exciting third period here from Sarnia. One other game going on in the West. It is the Flyers and the Kings. Leamington up 2-1 on Komoka.
Leamington, talked about them all season long. They will be, by the looks of the standings, most likely locked into the second place position in the Western Conference, and will play whoever finishes 7th. Which looks like it'll either be Komoka, so that could be a first-round preview, the Flyers and the Kings. So, but as we keep saying, there is still, anywhere from 9 to 11 games left for the various Western Conference teams. Still some time for this to shake out, but Komoka needs the points, probably more so than Leamington.
We'll bring you the updates on those penalties at the end of the second when we have them come to us. As of now, though, we know it's a 2-2 score. We're heading into the third period of play. An exciting third to come here from Sarnia. We'll go ahead and we'll take the break. Third period coming up. You're listening to Strathroy Rockets Hockey on the Rockets Radio Network.
You're listening to Strathroy Rockets Hockey.
One shot, that one scores! What a shot from Wood! It scores and then scores! Cody Clark ties the game with 22.7 to go. He tries to work his way towards it. It finds his shot, scores! Across and his shot, scores! And that one goes wide. Chase out front, scores!
Welcome back to Sarnia. It is time for the third period here at the Sarnia Arena with the Rockets and the Legionnaires tied at 2. Same way we entered the second period of play tied, we enter the third tied, this time at 2 goals apiece. Eldon, the good news at the end of that second period of play, there was a little bit of an incident with a dirty hit. The good news for the Rockets is they won't be shorthanded, at least on the ice. They will be down Cody Clark as he has been ejected from this game.
Yeah, Cody Clark was the Rocket player who threw that hit, and he got 2 minutes for checking from behind and a game misconduct. As I mentioned at the time, Josh Barraclough came in with a cross-check, and the unnamed Rocket at the time, it was Cody Clark, and Barraclough got 2 minutes for cross-checking. So the reason when we went to break for the intermission that there was no penalty minutes up on the clock is because they've evened out. So, as you said, the Rockets won't be shorthanded. They will open up the third period 5-on-5, but they're going to be down a couple of forwards for a while. So Cody Clark is obviously gone for the rest of this game, and Ian Babenko still has 6:04 to serve of his 10-minute misconduct that he earned in his exchange with Carson Pierre, who also has his 6:04 to serve. So the Rockets, for the first 6 minutes and change of this third period, are going to be down 2 forwards.
We both talked at the end of that second period before we went to the break for intermission. We were almost certain that the Rockets were going to have to kill off a penalty to start this third period of play, just the way things unfolded down behind the Strathroy net to end that second period.
Yeah.
I think they've got to realize that they might be a little bit lucky coming into this third period not having to kill off a penalty.
I'm going to be honest with you. I believe the Rockets caught a huge break. As we were discussing off air, the hit was needless. You had to know going in behind the net there, you were down to the last 5, 4, 3 seconds of the game. Of the period, I'm sorry. There was no need to hit him at all. And not only did he hit him, he fired him into the end of the rink from behind. I was actually mildly surprised when I looked it up to see that he only got 2 minutes. So a huge break for the lack of manpower advantage here. So this period will open up 5-on-5. The Rockets are in a 2-2 tie. And
don't you hate when that thing
I knew the horn.
off?
I knew the horn was coming that time. So they are going to open up the period 5-on-5. Barraclough in the box. You see Babenko sitting in the box to serve the rest of his misconduct, and I'm sure Carson Peer will join Barraclough soon. But 20 minutes to go. We're tied at 2. They're losing the special teams battle. They've given up a power play goal. They've given up a shorthanded goal. They've been unable to score on the power play. And that is going to have to change. One upside, apart from the breakaway goal by DeGers, Michelli's played really well tonight. The deflection goal on the power play, no fault of his. But here we go. 5-on-5 to open the third period as they stand and wait for the clock to count down to 0 from the intermission.
26 shots on goal to the 18 of Strathroy. The Legionnaires leading the shot total. That's 24 saves from Michelli through the first 2 periods. Puck down, and we're underway here. 5-on-5 hockey to start this third period of play as Freifogel takes it behind the Strathroy net and now gets set to work up ice. Freifogel pass, that one intercepted, goes off into the corner. Ferreira cuts through, backhand stopped by Michelli, rebound and gets that one away. And now Dintino moves that puck up to Rizzo, just out of his reach and down the ice into the Sarnia zone. Turning this puck over, Freifogel will get it at center here for the Rockets. Hand this pass over to Aspro. Aspro losing this one, but getting it back here behind his own goal. Reversing that pass and giving it to Bailey Freifogel. Freifogel's pass off to the side. Dintino now at the blue line, taking a hit from Sanderson. Sanderson keeps the puck alive here, off to Ferreira. Ferreira in the corner, down low, having this one stripped of him. Hall tries to bring it up ice, loses it slightly, can't get it to center. Now the puck once again back into the Strathroy zone. Freifogel with some space here will take it behind his own goal. 1 minute gone here in this third period of play. 2-2 game. Legionnaires and Rockets now working the puck forward. Rizzo pass up to Dintino and now into the offensive zone. Rizzo stepping on the puck and falling down as it goes into the corner.
No more helpless feeling than stepping on the puck.
Off onto the hash marks here. Puck tied up. Coming out of the corner with it. Dintino up to the point. Poirier holds the line. Hands it off down low. Now back behind the Sarnia net. Off into the right corner. Up to the point. Poirier shot from distance. That one knocked aside by DeKoning. DeGers reverses that puck, able to get it up to the hash marks, and quickly now the Legionnaires come back the other way. Into the offensive zone. Top shot thrown on. Michelli stops that one off the mask, and then a rebound there is going to be gobbled up. And Poirier with a little bit of a headlock there on Barwitzki.
More of a hug, I would call that. I think actually Wesley's been very well behaved this evening. But when you've got a player banging away at your goaltender, the first shot went off Michelli's mask, as a matter of fact. The referee just talking to him about that now as he puts his mask back on. But good job by Michelli to keep that puck out.
Face-off now is off to the right side of Michelli here in the Strathroy zone. And we get a little bit of a stoppage here as the Rockets bench and coaching staff having a conversation there with the official.
As he also now goes over to talk to the Sarnia bench, so I'm not really sure what is happening.
Play down here in the Strathroy zone. It looks like we finally got things figured out. Not entirely sure what that was about.
Everybody seems happy, so
off the draw here, now down below the Strathroy net. DeGers battling, but Poirier able to get the puck away up to the blue line, capped in. Now off onto the side, Sanders trying to play that one up. Wood from his back end. Couldn't get that one past, and now Mucci, long pass, that one up into the skates of Wood. Wood back the other way, gets to center, chips this one forward. Sanders, now Mucci. Sanders down to the ice as he fell down. Sco will pick it up and come forward here for Sarnia. Into the offensive zone, shot thrown on. Michelli made the stop, couldn't gobble up the rebound. Puck stays alive here in the Strathroy zone. Mucci tries to play this one up the boards. Kept inside the zone, up to the point. Sco, thrown on goal. This one will go off a stick and into the netting, out of play.
Sco, as we've discussed before, a very large guy, 6'7". He's got a really heavy shot, and he leaned into a wrist shot from the dot, and it hit Michelli, and he couldn't catch it. It bounced off and created more zone time for the Legionnaires. As de Blasio steps in to the face-off circle to face off against Aspro.
Tied up off the draw, trying to win this one. Back shot thrown on there, and it's going to be stopped by Michelli as Conrad was able to scoop that one up and fire one on goal.
Again, though, Michelli, that hit him right in the logo, and he was unable to catch it. He had to reach for that to cover it up.
Aspro ready in the face-off circle. Going to tie this one up. Perry tries to work it forward. Shot thrown on there. It's blocked. Didn't make it towards the goal. Now thrown back up to center. Perry will pick it up. Steps in across the blue line. Passes it down low into the corner. Trying to go get it on the opposite side. Tripped up down below the goal line. Rockets bench might have wanted to call on that one. Puck stays alive. Bouncing around out front. Aspro tries to bang away at that one and take a swing at it. Now back the other way as it's going to be chipped on there. Conrad into the corner here, right on Prue. Prue plays that one off onto the side. Kept alive. Conrad down low. He gets tied up. Trying to battle and get this one away. Aspro takes a hit now. Hoskins at the hash marks on his forehand. Pass up to Perry. Perry through center. Has a man right on him. Able to chip it past into the offensive zone in the right corner. Now battling. Trying to keep this one alive. Aspro down there as well to help him out. He takes a hit. Arm comes up on the official. And a penalty is on its way. And the Rockets will head back to the power play early here in the third.
I'll be honest with you, I thought Conrad kind of got away with a little bit not long before that, but he kept at it. It was different when he had the puck, but as soon as the Rocket forward lost the puck, Conrad hit him again, and that has earned him 2 minutes for interference. And 3:24 into the third, the Rockets have a power play and a chance to take the lead here.
Puck down low and thrown around the boards there. Stopped by Freifogel at the blue line, trying to play this one down low. And this puck is going to be turned over and sent down the length of the ice. Michelli out of his net to play it. Back behind the goal line. Has a man right on him there as Ferreira was on the opposite side of the goalpost. Rockets looking to try and work out here. Already 20 seconds gone here on this man advantage. Freifogel up from his own zone, gets to center. This puck turned over. Now Ferreira into the offensive zone, looking to try and break in there. Rubbed out as Mayers back on defense, makes a good play. Riley Wood from his own zone now. This pass up. Mayers at center. Mayers makes a move to get past Ferreira. Now into the offensive zone, throws this one wide of the goal. Sitting off to the right side. Now into the corner. Back down low for Wood. Wood has it get past him. He picks this one up. Works his way back out to the top. Now to Freifogel. Freifogel with space. Shot thrown on. That one goes wide. Sits in the corner before it's rimmed around the boards. Mayers will pick it up. Mayers tries to keep this one alive and hand it off down low. All the way around the boards. Opposite side. Wood up to Freifogel, who's not there, and it's going to be cleared out to center. Freifogel in his own zone. Has Barraclough right on him as the Rockets look to try and work out. Just 40 seconds left here on this man advantage. Now Mayers into the offensive zone. Pass over. Good chance. Shot thrown on. That one's stopped by DeConning, and he's going to jump on that one and get the whistle here.
Good shot on goal there. Little extracurricular there. Aspro was digging for it after DeConning made the save. Good shot, good save. 32 seconds left in the power play. Face off to the right of DeConning.
Face off, one back here by Strathroy again. Keeping this one alive up to the point. Walking through, in, looking, shot. That one blocked, and it will bounce all the way back down into the Strathroy zone. Hull will pick it up behind his own goal. Bring it out front, and that pass comes over to Rizzo. Rizzo cuts to the middle and then cuts back into the offensive zone. Hand it off into the corner for Kilby. Kilby, opposite way. Now tries to get the return pass, the body flying. Puck goes into the corner. Legionnaires back to even strength as this one turned over, and now right out of the box onto the stick. Carrying it forward. Conrad pass, able to get a stick on that one was Hull and break up the potential 2-on-1. Now puck in the corner. Big hit thrown there by Kilby. Kilby trying to get this puck away, able to get it up to the hash marks. Puck turned over. DeGurse cutting through, looking for a shot. Michelli pokes it away. Puck still alive out front. De Blasio up to the point. Barwitzki spins. Barwitzki shot. De Blasio shot, scores! The offensive zone pressure, and they're able to pot it home. And Sarnia, their first lead of the game, 3-2.
Rockets got caught running around in their own zone after they lost control of the puck. Two guys went to one defenseman. Barwitzki came in. The puck ended up on the stick of De Blasio one time. Bar down, beats Michelli to the stick side. 3-2 Sarnia. 14:10 to go in the third period.
De Blasio's first of the season, and now this puck's going to be flipped up into the crowd out of play. They're trying to enter the zone. Cameron Ware.
Well, that would explain Barwitzki coming down to get that puck. A linesman followed him in because he wasn't sure what was happening there. Barwitzki was headed for Michelli, who was out for a skate after the goal. But it was Barwitzki after the puck to give to De Blasio.
Neutral zone face-off one back here by the Legionnaires. Played forward there is dumped in, and Michelli's out of his net to play it. Gives it off to Wes Poirier. Poirier's pass up to Hoskins. Hoskins makes a move to get past Ferreira and now works his way forward. Hoskins into the offensive zone, goes wide. Stops, hands that puck back up, thrown on goal, and it's going to go up and out of play there.
Yeah, DeKoning deflects that. Save made, deflection up into the netting. So there will be a face-off to DeKoning's right, down at the far end.
Rockets had leads at 1-0 and 2-1 here. This is Sarnia's first lead of the game. And they'll now look to try and protect it here in the third. Off onto the corner, played around by Sco, able to get it up there. Now bringing that one into the offensive zone, losing it as he comes in across, going to get it back to Gers. Aspro able to strip him of the puck. Barraclough out front. Barraclough shot. DeGurse knocks it away and he scores. The hat trick for Nolan DeGurse.
That was one of the most opportunistic goals I think I have ever seen. Turnover in the corner. Barraclough comes out, takes a shot, misses everything, hits DeGurse in the chest. Puck falls at his feet in the blue paint, tucks it in. Hat trick goal. It's 4-2 Sarnia.
And the Legionnaires come out flying here in this third period. Two quick goals by De Blasio, and now third of the game for DeGurse, and it is a 4-2 Sarnia lead. Into the offensive zone, looking for a shot. Mayers to the goal, trying to get a tip on that one. Now thrown on goal out front, and just jumping on that one. DeConning covering up.
Yeah, not taking any chances there. No need.
And of course, a little bit of a crowd after the whistle on that one.
31st of the year for DeGurse. Hat trick goal. Yeah, that couldn't have been any more opportunistic. The puck just hit him in the chest and fell at his feet while he was standing next to the crease. And Michelli thought the puck had gone wide, which it would have had it not hit DeGurse.
Off onto the corner, trying to bring this one out front. Good chance there for the Rockets. They can't get a shot off. And now quickly turned back the other way as the Legionnaires work forward. Carson Peer. Peer met by Freifogel. He's able to get it down low. Looking for the reverse pass there was Jake Vince. He's able to play it up to the blue line. Now Riley Wood. Wood comes forward into the offensive zone. Wood shot that one. Knocked away and out of play by DeConing.
DeConing dropped down a little early on that shot. Shot from probably 35 feet out. He dropped down, but the shot went high, and it was all he could do to just blocker it up into the netting. Good hard shot by Riley Wood.
12:43 is what remains here in the third period to play. The Rockets now having to come from behind 2 goals. Tied up off the face-off there, trying to get away. Sanderson plays it up. Freifogel knocks it down at the blue line, keeps it inside. Now down low, looking for a pass out front there was Mayers, able to get it Sanderson. Sanderson spins and fires back up to center where he tried to spring Jake Vince. Vince now picks it back up at center. Legionnaires working their way forward into the Strathroy zone, but Freifogel picks it up here and will come back behind his net. Waiting here for someone to come help him out. Sanders picks the puck up. Sanders, long stretch pass trying to spring a man up there in Riley Wood, but that pass was intercepted there by the Legionnaires defense. Now the battle out front of the Sarnia bench. Bodies flying on the ice there, working it forward into the Strathroy zone, chasing down Freifogel here. Freifogel spins, makes a couple moves to get away from Cameron Ware. Now the puck chipped up, gets to center. Knocked away, Ware will come chasing it down right back again. Freifogel pass across. Mucci now up off the board. Sanderson knocks it away and then throws it right back where it came from and will come in on the attack. Freifogel over to Mucci. Now Mucci with some space up ahead. Wood able to tip that one and get it into the offensive zone. Mears down low, on angle, shot thrown on. Stopped by DeConing. Rebound comes all the way back up to the blue line. Now just one turned over. Chance back the other way. Sanderson will come in. He's got two on him. Works his way in. That one goes wide. Another chance and now down to the ice. Sanderson right on top of the defense. Nothing calling here from the officials. Puck in the corner. DeGurst trying to battle this one away. As Peru back up to his feet and gets his glove back on. Now Babenko to Mayers, and Mayers just going to flip this one up to center. Big hit there from Kilby, and the arm comes up.
He's calling it interference. Kilby doesn't like the call.
And I don't blame him. And now he's going to get an extra two, I think. We'll see.
No, I think Chris Thornton just blew the whistle at him as if to say, get in the box. As Kilby went to the box, he was clearly, visibly unhappy and punched the glass as he got to the penalty box. The problem with that hit, I'm going to assume in the eyes of the official, the puck was there, but it wasn't on the ice. The puck was up in the air when it was a clean hit, but he didn't have control of the puck. The puck was in the air. So I believe that that's probably where the interference call comes from.
Nonetheless, the Rockets will have to kill off a penalty here. 10:58 to go in the third, already trailing by two. Ferreira walks out of the corner, tries to cut this one on. Backhand stopped by Michelli. Turned back the other way, and now Aspro will come in one-on-one on Sco. Aspro wide, cuts through, backhand, that one thrown wide. Barraclough will pick it up and go into the corner once again, trying to set things up. Now Sco out in front of his own goal. Big defenseman here, long pass, that one just missing, and it's going to be cleared back down the ice there by Wes Poirier. Aspro behind the goal, and he's going to touch this one up. They're going to say he hit it with a high stick.
And it's going to come all the way back.
This will hurt the Rockets a little bit as the faceoff will come all the way back down into their zone.
No need to flash your stick up in the air over your head at the puck. The puck, they cleared it down the ice. They're shorthanded. Oh, actually, the faceoff's only going to be in the neutral zone.
So they're changing it up here. And
where he made contact with it, not where the shot came from originally.
Oh, and DeGurst setting up down in the offensive zone, trying to sway the officials' decision. But the faceoff will be in the neutral zone on the Sarnia side of the center ice line or in front of the Rockets bench. One back here by the Legionnaires. Pass comes over. Sco will bring it up. Now long stretch. This one comes right back out front of the goal. Michelli now off to the side. Prue sends this one. Knocked down by the glove of Sco, but Vince will pick it up and come back there. Aspro hauls him down. Nothing. Thrown towards the goal. Good chance there short-handed, but this one goes wide into the corner. Now picked up the other way. Comes forward, DeGurst wide. DeGurst tries to cut this one through. Has it at the side. Reverse pass. This one picked up. Barraclough out front, scores. Is another power play goal for the Legionnaires, and this lead extended 5-2.
Again, Nolan DeGurst at the center of everything there. Puck behind the net to Barraclough, who put it out in front. And a one-timer by Ferreira to put that into the net. It's now 5-2, and now 4 points this evening for Nolan DeGurst. No chance for Michelli on that.
Alone out front there, Ferreira. He gets the goal on the power play, and this lead now 3 for Sarnia under the 10-minute mark of the third period. Puck played up to center, knocked down in the Strathroy zone by Hull. His pass, trying to find Dintino, is knocked away. Now the Legionnaires take it in their own zone, throwing that pass long one. Peer able to knock it down. It won't be an icing as it goes back into the Strathroy zone. Hull trying to get the puck out here, throws it off the glass, and then throws a big hit there. Down into the corner, and a little bit slow to get up is Kruger as the puck knocked down at the blue line and kept in for long, but then carrying it back up Dintino into the offensive zone. Dintino's shot. That one goes wide, and now Some more shoves out front there from Stauffer. Back the other way. Carrying it wide. Pierre looking, shot thrown over top of the goal of Michelli. Comes all the way back out and is cleared. As Dentino trying to get that one back. Hall now. Hall, backhand pass off the boards to Freifogel. Freifogel will spin and get away from Pierre and gain some time in his own zone. And he's going to wait for a Legionnaire to come in and attack as he hands this one off to Babenko. Back to Freifogel, who works his way up ice, looking for that pass up to Dentino. Dentino into the offensive zone to Babenko. Off onto the side, bodies flying, puck comes out front, no one there for Strathroy. Now tipped off the stick, kept alive as it gets back out to center. Hall's pass to Dentino. Dentino will hand it off, but stripped of the puck. Ferreira comes in. Ferreira wide into the corner. Looks for a pass, has one out front to Sanderson. Sanderson gets it. Sanderson stripped of the puck. It's kept in at the blue line, now thrown on goal. This one tipped off the skate of Hall. Kept alive, Ferreira towards the goal. Pad save Michelli. Rebound off to the side in the corner. Prue now able to play this one up, and Barrio will come through center, get to the red line, and throw this one into the offensive zone before going for a line change. 8 minutes to go in the contest. Prue intercepts this pass. Down low into the corner. Now coming in on the attack, trying to get something offensively here. Rockets trailing by 3. Now down low. Another hit. This one hard against the boards, trying to come away. Stopped up there. Ferreira able to get this one as his pass comes up forward. Thrown up into the air high as it bounces down into the Strathroy zone. Poirier, long pass. This one up to center. They're carrying it through Perry. Perry offensive zone trying to drop and leave for Aspro. This one turned over. And now the Legionnaires come their way. Legionnaire to the goal. Michelli pad save. That one comes off to the side. Barraclough couldn't get a shot off. DeGurse sitting down low, waiting for this puck to come through. Stops it up. Out front to Barraclough, who couldn't get a shot off. Now another one. This one thrown on. It's going to go up and out of play and land off to our left here as it went over top of the netting.
Another turnover in the neutral zone that leads to a chance going back the other way in the Rocket zone. Deflected out of play as a stick gets in the way of the shot. 7:05 to go in the third. 5-2 Sarnia.
Right off the draw there, that one went on goal. Michelli had to kick it aside with the pad. Now Wood at the hash marks, looking for a long pass, able to get it up to center. But Sco has it in the Sarnia zone. His pass will be tipped up and back down into Strathroy territory. Letang now has that one get past him. Letang trying to dodge a hit. Poirier flipped up into the air. Knocked down by the glove and now carried back. Sanders into the offensive zone. Sanders wide on his forehand. Shot knocked away by DeConing. Comes back out front. Another chance there. This one goes on goal. DeConing has to make another save as they try to clear, and they're able to bring it forward into the offensive zone. Now cutting through. Good move. Cuts to the goal. That one stopped by Michelli. Puck goes off into the corner. Still alive here. Letang behind the goal line. He's right on Poirier. In to come help him out. Barraclough spins and goes back out front. Letang right on Poirier here. DeGurse in to help him out. It's going to squeak out to the other side where Sanders will get it and throw it up the boards. Onto the stick of Mayers. Return pass to Sanders. Sanders to center. On his backhand, brings it in. Now cuts to the middle, loses that one. DeGurse was the one to get his stick on it. And Sarnia now gets to center, trying to get this one past, and they will. Carrying it into the offensive zone. Long shot thrown on, that one way over top of the glove of Michelli. Freifogel spinning here, trying to evade danger. Conrad right on him, Kruger right on him. Puck back down low for Poirier. Now Babenko over to Freifogel, and they get set to try and work up ice here with 5:33 remaining here in this third period. Freifogel, long shot thrown on. That one stopped. DeConing making that save, and it's going to be cleared on a backhand out to center. Trying to knock this one away. Now into forward. Looking. Shot. This one way wide of the goal off into the corner. Down low looking to try and clear this one. De Blasio waits out front. Puck cleared out. Freifogel will get it at center, and now Hull just flipping it up into the air. It's going to be knocked away. Hull with his glove, able to knock this one down and work his way into the offensive zone wide. Puck goes into the far right corner. Big hit thrown there behind the goal line. Now into the corner. Rizzo trying to knock this one away. On a backhand, it's going to be sent down the ice. We'll see if it has enough. It will go for icing. As the Legionnaires ice the puck with 4:49 left here in the third.
to correct something that I said earlier. Nolan DeGers started the play that led to the Joseph Ferreira power play goal that made it 5-2, and I said that was his fourth point of the evening. I didn't realize he was given the second assist on the goal by Matteo de Blasio. I knew Jake Vince had set the play to de Blasio, but Nolan DeGers was given a secondary assist on that. He has 3 goals and 2 assists this evening.
Legionnaires work the puck back up ice with under 5 to go here in the third. Dumping that one into the opposite corner and then chasing it down was de Blasio, who has the goal. His first as a Legionnaire, first of the season. Now Poirier from his own end, up to the top of the circle, just going to chip this one up into the air and dump it down there. There to go get it, Barwitzki. He's going to throw this over to the opposite side. Big hit thrown there as well, coming in on the attack, but back the other way as that one's thrown. Another icing coming here. No, it's waved off late there from the linesman. And now it's going to be tied up in the corner below the goal line. Ferreira in there as well. Aspro trying to get it away from him. Puck comes back out front. Sanderson shot that one blocked. Didn't make it there. Hit a few sticks out front. Now turning, spinning, getting this one over. Morning Star down low to Ferreira. Ferreira tried to come out front, losing that one Dintino, but he's stripped of the puck and sent back in there. Now Prue from the corner. Prue with Sanderson right on him. His pass intercepted by Ferreira. Ferreira keeps it alive. Finally, Aspro there to take the puck from him as he hands that one over to Wes Poirier. Poirier over to Prue, and then Prue sending that one up just through the skates of Rizzo. Sent back down the ice there by the Legionnaires. 3:22 remaining here in the third period. Rockets have lost some energy after that third goal of the period for Sarnia went in. Now the Legionnaires work their way forward once again into the offensive zone. Mucci behind the goal takes a big hit there as he's thrown into the boards by Carson Peer. Puck staying alive at the point. Now off onto the half wall. Aspro played that one through. Good move by Hoskins as he finds that one over. Tipped up ahead. Battling into the far left corner. Up against the wall on the hash marks. Continuing to get this one through. Aspro up to the point. Kept alive. Hull down low. Shot thrown on. DeConning with the save, and Aspro picks it up in the corner. Aspro, big hit, and then he's down to the ice. Arm of the official comes up. There's a penalty on its way.
I think Chris Thornton's got 2 here.
We'll wait and see what comes out of it with 2:39 remaining.
If I'm to try and decipher all his gesticulating, I believe that there's 2 of them being called here, but I could be wrong. Nope, we do have 2 Sarnia Legionnaires going to the penalty box. Jake Vince leading the way there, and Ryan Barwitzki making another trip.
And Hoskins also going off for Strathroy.
So could very well be we had a single and then a pair off, which explains all the pointing that Thornton was doing.
Just 2 minutes up on the clock here for the Legionnaires.
Yeah, 2 men in the box, only 1 Rocket.
The 2 captains, Sco and Aspro, stand outside the circle, and the height difference
kind
there,
of a before and after picture there.
As we mentioned, the big D-man for Sarnia.
Have you ever seen the photo?
Sco 6'7", pardon me. Aspro 5'7".
Generously listed at 5'7". You ever seen that photo? Aaron Judge, Jose Altuve standing side by side. Judge, a base runner at second base, and Altuve standing beside him. Something very similar we just witnessed here with Aspro and Sco.
Rockets bench having a conversation with the officials now as we try to sort out the penalty trouble there. It looks like the Rockets will get their 2-minute power play here, and
with 2:39 to go in the third period.
They're going to have to strike quick here on this power play, and then hope to get a few with the goalie pulled if they want to try and come back from this 3-goal deficit with just over 2.5 minutes remaining. Face off inside of the Sarnia zone. Tied up there, trying to come away with the puck. They're on a backhand and sent down the ice, so that'll kill some time off the clock to start this Strathroy power play. Freifogel now from his own zone. Hands that one off, and Sanders will bring it forward. Sanders stops at the blue line, spins, and tries to hand this one off down low. He does. Pass, Freifogel up to the point, shot thrown on, rebound out front. That one's cleared, and now it's going to be picked up. Michelli was to the bench, sent down the ice, and that one will go wide.
That was interesting.
Michelli got about halfway to the bench, and then the Legionnaires took control of the puck, and they had to decide if they were still going to pull him. And they got a pretty good shot at the empty goal. Kilby now weaves his way into the offensive zone. Good move, but has that one lost. It's going to be sent down the ice, tipped by Freifogel, so that one's going to stop it from reaching the net.
So they pull the goaltender and have the 6-on-4 here, down 3 goals.
Aspro wide into the offensive zone. Just a minute and 37 seconds left here in this game. He comes up to the point. Freifogel walks across, looking opposite side. Mares stops it. Rockets got to be looking for shots here with a minute and a half to go. Thrown on goal, scores! It squeaks through from the point from Mares. A power play goal to bring them within 2. But do they have enough time?
An extra body on the ice in front of Nolan de Koning. We have a great view and could see that puck go in the net. Obviously, Nolan de Koning was unable to see that because it sailed right on by him and he didn't flinch. As Zion Michelli comes back into the Strathroy goal for the face-off to take place at center ice. Jake Vince exits the penalty box for Sarnia and will stay on the ice with 1:24 to go, 5-3 for Sarnia.
Right off the draw, that one's going to go out of play.
And I think they'll pull Michelli here. Vince knocked that out of play in his own zone, so the faceoff's going to be to the right of Nolan de Koning. And Campbell, the official, waving at Michelli as if to say, let's go before I leave you in there. So extra man for Strathroy, 1:18 to go, down by 2.
Face-off, one back. Looking for a shot. This one blocked, didn't make it there. Up to the point where it's kept in and alive. Now down low into the corner, Aspro. Gets the return pass, comes up to Freifogel. Freifogel, opposite side. Mares looking for the one-timer. Hull looking for the one-timer, couldn't find it. As the puck got away from him, still in the corner, he knocks this one down at the point. Keeping it alive for the Rockets. Thrown on goal, de Koning makes the save, and he's going to cover up there, 55 seconds remaining.
21st goal of the season for Brendan Mares. It's funny, actually. I was just thinking earlier in this period how we really hadn't heard from him. The 0-for-2 on the power play earlier is usually where he shines, and it turns out a power play goal here in the final 2 minutes to bring the team within 2.
Off the draw, that one wide into the corner. Trying to play this one through. It gets up to the point for Freifogel. Now he hands this one off. Back down low, trying to clear. This one's going to be kept in by Freifogel. Great play there at the blue line to knock it down.
Nobody does that better than him.
And he carries, Sanders now carrying it in. Lost and then sent down the ice. This one will go just wide, and it will go for icing against the Legionnaires.
Yeah, they're no longer shorthanded, so they can't ice it with impunity now. 31.1 to go in the third period. As Ryan Barwitzki comes out of the box after serving 2 minutes plus a whistle for his actions earlier, and we have a timeout. I'm guessing this is by Strathroy with a face-off deep in the Sarnia zone.
Rockets have brought it back within 2 now and have themselves the extra attacker on with Zion Michelli at the bench. And an offensive zone face-off. Not totally out of it just yet. They're going to need one quick here off the draw.
Very quick.
And then hope that they can bury in the next 25 seconds after that.
Put themselves in a hole, giving up the 3 here.
So the Rockets do call the power play, which gives them a chance to go over a few things with the extra man on, but it also gives the Legionnaires, who just iced the puck, a chance to catch their breath as well.
Yes.
Who are unable to get a line change.
And the line they'll have out there, they've got Aspro, Dentino, Wood.
Up to the point, Freifogel has to look for a shot here over to Mares. One-timer, that one fired way wide of the goal. Now thrown on, redirects out front, and it's going to be tried to clear, and they won't get out. Freifogel tries to keep it at the blue line. He does. 17 seconds to go here in the third. Puck battling in the corner. Looking out front. Chance looking. Hull shot. That one blocked. Keeps it alive. Chance for the Legionnaires to clear as they get it up to the blue line. Kept in, though, by Freifogel. 5 seconds to go here as he fires it on goal. It's going to clear out to the blue line, and that will do it as the horn will go. And the Legionnaires will hold on to win this game. Final score here in Sarnia, 5-3 as the Legionnaires beat the Rockets once again here for the second time this week. And another third period that the Rockets would like to have back.
The Rockets had a 2-1 lead after 39 minutes of this game. And then Sarnia tied it in the final minute of the second period, and 3 goals in the third period by the Legionnaires. They just steamrolled Strathroy in the third period.
The Legionnaires team that had really come to play, and not without their leading scorer and the Rocket killer, Nolan DeGurst. He picks up, well, you mentioned it, 5 points on the night, 3 goals, 2 assists. Easily the best player on the ice there for Sarnia, and continues to give the Rockets headaches.
Absolutely. Giving Strathroy fits every time they play. That's, if I'm not mistaken, that's 8 points in 2 games in a span of 5 days against the Rockets. He came in here, did DeGurst with 28 goals in 28 games, and he now has 31 goals in 29 games, and the 5 points tonight giving him 57 in 29 games for the Legionnaires.
So another night that the Rockets are unable to pick up any points. They continue on this losing skid now, and they're going to have to come up big in the last 8 games of the regular season, and it starts with a tough one at home on Saturday against the London Nationals, who will come to town for the final time in this regular season. And the Rockets will look to try and upset them if they can and get a few more points on the board with the playoffs just around the corner.
And now they're running through the 3 stars of the game. Nolan DeKonig, well, not quite the performance tonight that he had Saturday night in Strathroy. He was solid again for the Legionnaires. And number 1 star.
3 goals, 2 assists. It is Nolan DeGurst as he leaves to the applaud of the crowd here.
No surprise there. 5 points.
Continues on his rapid pace against the Rockets, and the Rockets, well, they're happy that they won't have to see him for the rest of this regular season, and probably won't have to see him in the playoffs barring anything unforeseen. So done with him, but continues to give the Rockets headaches. That is the final score from Strathroy tonight as the Legionnaires hold on to beat the Rockets 5-3. The Rockets score late but are unable to mount the comeback, and will drop this game 5-3 against Sarnia. We're back on the air on Saturday as the London Nationals come to town to take on the Rockets. It's a 7:30 puck drop at the West Middlesex Memorial Center. We'll be on the air shortly after 7:20 for the pregame show. We'll see if the Rockets can snap this losing streak and get back into the win column. From Eldon Dunseith and myself, Noah Smith, we'd like to thank all of our corporate sponsors: Andy's Legendary Pizza, Carpet One, Middlesex Chiropractic, All Season Concrete, M&P Accounting, Consulting, and Tax Services, and Commonwealth Financial. And we look forward to seeing you on Saturday night.